Hi, my name is Charles Waters, children's poet, author, actor, and educator. Welcome to the Poetry Path in Battery Park City. We have a lot of cool poetry to show you all throughout this gorgeous park. Follow me. We're in the Lily Pond section of Battery Park City. We have a poem here by Martin, who wrote this in 2019 when he was in second grade. Splashing fishes, sleeping turtles, dreaming how to fly. I have a writing prompt for you all. While Martin wrote about ponds, I want you to write about the opposite. The opposite of a pond would be an island. So I would like for you to write a poem about an island. What do you see there? Are there any animals on land? What do the trees look like? Let your imagination take hold. Write a poem about that. We're here at the Port Authority Ferry Terminal. We're right next door to it, which is a perfect spot for Rita Dove's poem, Transit. Rita Dove, for those of you who don't know, is the former Poet Laureate of the United States of America. Let it be said, while in the midst of horror, we fed on beauty, and that, my love, is what sustains us. So for a writing prompt for you is to write a poem about the beauty that you may find in a tough circumstance in your life. If something is going wrong with you or your loved one, write about the beauty and getting a phone call of support from your friends, getting a text from someone cheering you on and encouraging you. Because even in the most dire circumstances, if you look deep enough, you can find beauty, which is what I think Rita Dove's poem is telling us. So that's your writing prompt. I'd like to introduce you to a poem and a poet. The poet's name is Rumi. He lived in the 13th century. And even though that's a long way ago, his poems resonate just as much today as they did back then. Here's the poem. Thirst drove me down to the water where I drank the moon's reflection. So for this writing prompt, I'd like you to write a poem about what you see when you look at your own reflection. I'm at the basketball courts here in Battery Park City. I'd like to introduce you to a poem called Rice and Beans, written by a gentleman named Josh, who wrote this when he was in fourth grade. Rice and beans, they are better together. Me and Jaden, we are better together. What I'd like for you to do for this writing prompt is write about a food combo like peanut butter and jelly, spaghetti and meatballs, and burgers and fries. And what I'd like for you to do is write about food combos like that or others of your own choosing, but combine them with your best friend, like Josh did with his poem. What makes you mesh? What makes you different? Differences and commonalities, and especially commonalities within differences, is what makes the world go round. We're at the north end of Battery Park City. I'd like to show you a poem called At the Battery by Grace Paley. And here's how it goes. I am standing on one foot at the prow of Great Manhattan, leaning forward, projecting a little into the bright harbor. If only a topographer in a helicopter would pass over my shadow, I might be imposed forever on the maps of this city. I love this poem. I particularly love the beginning of the poem. I am standing. It's such a show of affirmation. So I would like for you to write a poem that begins, I am standing, and that let your imagination take hold. For example, I am standing here in New York City, the greatest place in the world. So I want you to use I am standing as your writing prompt, and then write a poem. Hi everyone, we're here in Teardrop Park in Battery Park City. I'm actually right beside Poet's House, and I want to thank you for joining me on the poetry path. Please do me a great big favor and always read a poem once a day. Think of it like a tasty vitamin for your soul. My name is Charles Waters, children's book author, children's poet, actor, and educator, wishing you a wonderful rest of your day and night, and to read a poem. Happy poeticizing, everyone.
If you've enjoyed these programs, please consider giving a contribution to Poet's House. For more than 30 years, they've kept the door wide open to everyone for the joy of poetry. Recently, they have temporarily had to shut the door and are reeling from the financial implications. Please give, even a small donation if you can. Thank you.